What's going on, guys? I've got a treat for you today. I met this gentleman. This is Tom Holt, and I met him at the Aquascape Bush Wildlife Build. Today we're gonna see what this man's all about. I'm pretty excited to be here. You and I have been talking for the last couple of months. Basically, Tom's gonna help me turn my yard into a jungle. I joke, because this is the man when it comes to plants. I am gonna help him realize part of your dream, and that is to have a zoo on the premises. But there's so much to talk about. I mean, just right here, you've got some arowana. You love fish. Obviously, these guys will jump out. That's a, what's that? That's an albino arowana. Wow, this is crazy. And you just recently bought a pet store, or a pet store that was going out of business. What happened? Someone just was like, hey, we're selling this place. These animals need to go.
Yes, I bought all the animals, I bought all the fish tanks.
Oh my gosh.
About 15,000 gallons of fish tanks, 500 gallon, 400 gallon, 300 gallon, 200 gallon.
And you got some turtles, yeah. So we got some turtles. He's doing a little bit of a water change here. So this is all just temporary stuff going on right now. Okay, you won't believe this place, man. I actually am taking you on a reverse tour of what I just saw. So here are all the tanks. So you want to transform, I mean, gosh, you've got so much work you're doing. This is incredible, the amount of work that you want to do. By the way, look at down here, guys. You may recognize some of these enclosures. You got these from Universal Rocks. They were destined to go to Brian Barczyk's facility.
Yes, or other facility, but they're the same product.
The same type. Okay.
Yes, I got 6 of them.
Beautiful. Look at these guys. Awesome enclosures from our friend Stuart at Universal Rocks. So, and here's the thing, like, so many people are gonna be looking like, what is going on here, you know? You have no idea of what this man's capable of, and we're gonna show you. We're actually gonna go back out this way or this way?
I wanna show you something real fast right here.
Let's check it out. This is so crazy, guys. Look at this nursery. This is one greenhouse, or?
Yes, this is one greenhouse. I got 4 acres of greenhouses. I got 428 benches.
And the name of your nurseries is
Holt Nurseries, my last name.
H-O-L-T, Holt Nurseries. You can look them up. You have a website, I'm sure.
Yes.
Here's something that's interesting, guys. What did you go to school for?
I went for molecular biology.
Molecular biology. Got tired of, you know, what? Just suit and tie, or
it wasn't suit and tie, but it was continuous manufacturing, 24 hours a day. I worked from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Another guy worked from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. There was a 20% shift differential if you took the night job. I was considering that. Wow. And I said, like, you live like 7 years less. Yeah, but I want to show you this. Sure. So look at these exhibits this is what I do.
This is so cool, guys.
So I grow the plants. I don't make the exhibits, but what I want to do with those displays is put a lot of plants in it.
Oh, of course.
Because there's a lot of people that work with the animals, but I want to specialize in the plants first.
Okay.
But I do want to have animals in every one of those exhibits.
That's cool, and that's kind of what we're going to do together. I mean, I'll help you out any way I can. We're gonna trade off. Maybe I'll have some animals. He's got some plants.
Here's a little jungle one I did.
Oh, that's really cool. You know who you need to meet? I think you need to meet my friend Tanner Serpa. He would love you.
I met him once.
Oh, Tanner, you gotta hang out with this guy. You gotta come see it next time you're in Florida. This place is incredible. Look at this. So you've got all kinds of different plants that creating an ecosystem and showing what's capable with what I consider living art. You know, the animals and the plants, they work together. It's a symbiotic relationship, you know. Just creating these beautiful enclosures, because that's the way that I guess the hobby of herpetoculture has gone. It's about creating as natural an environment for these animals so that their mental well-being and their enrichment is there for them. This is just, I mean, look at all these plants. I mean, you also kind of did something different. You specialized in smaller types of plants?
So, see all the cactus flowers?
Wow, this is insane. Cactus here in Florida, that must be a challenge, huh?
No, they do very well here.
Okay.
Just watch the thunderstorms in the summertime.
Okay, so this is like a lot of succulents, right?
Yeah, so we're divided into several different, we have succulents, we got tropical plants, we have cactus, we have fruit. And and then I specialize in little 2-inch pots.
Okay.
So when I came to Florida, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to work with these 2-inch pots. Every one of these bench has 6,000 pots per bench, and I got 400 benches, so that'll be 2.4 million pots if all the benches are full.
Oh my gosh. How long did it take you to go from being a molecular biologist with a steady job to saying, all right, I gotta get out of here? I know your wife was a chemistry teacher. You guys met in college as lab partners?
Yes.
I already talked to his wife. I got the inside scoop. But she's a Brazilian woman. So you guys, what was it like to convince her, like, hey, I'm gonna change up my whole life here and go for it?
She's been very patient. I always thought I would make it. I never thought it would be successful as I've been, but I never thought it would take this long.
Okay.
So I got laid off from my job in the year 2000.
Okay.
And I bought my little farmhouse in 2011.
All right, we'll see that in a little bit so you guys can see what he's talking about. So you've been at this, for a
24 years.
That's it, man. There's no fast route to success. And it's so funny, Tom. I'm sure there was a lot of hardships on your road to success, but the work, when you talk about going every day from 7 to 7 p.m., you probably work more now, but you love it.
I do love it. I feel fulfilled. What they say, you do a job you enjoy, you never work a day in your life.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, guys, I don't know if you can kind of tell, this is just rows and rows that he's built, of greenhouse with just thousands and thousands of beautiful plants. But you ain't seen nothing yet. I'm telling you.
Here.
What do you see? What do you got?
1-inch pots.
1-inch pots. This is your claim to fame, the smallest.
So we got these specially made for us in Germany.
Wild. Little pots. This is so cool. This is great stuff. My ideas for my friends that are up north that have animals may really want to, they keep smaller animals in terrarium situations. That may be the best way to go about doing it, just to get some of these smaller plants, and you can kind of raise them up and you can cycle them out, right? As they get bigger, you transplant them. Wild. How did you learn about all these different varieties of plants?
Completely self-taught. I've never worked for anyone in my life.
That's insane.
When I got out of college, I worked for 2 years. I got laid off, and I never worked for anyone else again.
Oh, I like it, man. That's really cool. It's inspiring to hear this kind of story and to see what you've been able to do. This obviously is a successful business now because you've been able to take what you're doing here in the nursery and really you're creating your grand opus, which would be the gardens that we're about to go see.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll show you the carnivorous section. Everyone.
Oh, let's go see some carnivorous plants. Absolutely. I got some pitcher plants in a peat bog that we made at my rec pond, and they're very interesting. It's so cool to see these plants. Look at this. So incredible. How many employees do you have?
I have 30 employees.
Incredible, man.
So this is our carnivorous section.
All these are carnivorous plants?
Yes, we sell.
There's some pitcher plants.
We sell 200,000 carnivorous plants a year.
200,000.
200,000.
Holy smokes! So different. There's some fly traps.
Yes.
Oh, that's incredible, man. No way. Look at these all. I know some of you guys out there are geeking out right now. This is insane. These are the sticky ones, right?
Yes,
what are these
the
called?
sundews.
Sundews, and they just roll up when they capture an insect. This is incredible, man. Oh, this whole area. It's like...
We have eight benches of all carnivorous.
That's incredible.
So we grow them in these... So I start them from tissue culture.
Okay.
Then I first grow them in these, we call them CP200s, because there's 200 cavities in a tray.
Okay.
Then after about 2-3 months, we pull them out of here, and then we put them into the 2-inch pots. Once they root in the 2-inch pots, they're ready to sell.
Oh, that's insane. So these aren't ready to sell, they got to be transplanted.
Yes.
There's such a method. Wow. It's overwhelming for me because this is not my specialty. So I look at it as a complete amateur, but yet I know the amount of work that it just takes to learn about all this stuff. Now, what do we got in here?
So this is where we start the stuff from tissue culture, and you can feel that it's cooler in here.
It is cooler in here.
So we have a evaporative pad cooler in the back, and we have a fan, and as the water evaporates, it releases cool air. Cool air comes through here.
It's beautiful. It feels amazing. It's got to be about 10 degrees cooler.
10 degrees cooler in there all the time.
That's incredible. That's so awesome. And then inside the greenhouse during your colder months, consistent temperatures here.
This is the only greenhouse we heat about 10% of this nursery.
Okay.
You know, a cool thing about Florida is the water comes out of the ground at 72 degrees. So we can turn on the irrigation under the benches and keep everything from freezing.
That's awesome. Yeah, we use that for some of our tropical animals. I allow the water to run so my caiman and other animals don't catch a cold. So that's amazing.
We grow about 500 different varieties of plants here.
Wow.
So now we don't inventory every individual bench. What we do is if we know the bench is full, there's 6,000 pots on it. So I know I want 100 benches of foliage, I want 100 benches of succulents, I want 7 benches of moss.
Wow.
Thank you to all our loyal Patreon members out there who have helped to create an amazing reptile community online with us. This week's shout out goes to our longtime supporter, Amy Bruner.
And these are all systems, and the systems probably came over a lot of years of trial and error.
Yes, I came here 2011 at this facility.
Wow. All right, guys. Well, we're going to head on out, and I'm going to show you the reason why I'm very excited about being at Holt Nurseries. All right, guys. I just had to stop him and come over here. Look at this big, beautiful oak coming across the stream with this beautiful waterfall. Again, that looks like a Universal Rocks feature, but it drips down, and look at this, guys. We got to get some turtles living in here, Tom.
Okay.
Let's do it. I got turtles, man. I love this. Look at this. I mean, this is kind of a newer area of the garden of the, I guess, is that what we're calling it? Your gardens?
Yeah, so this whole garden is only year number 3.
This is only the 3rd. So wait a minute, guys. We haven't even gone into the proper, more mature part of the jungle. I just saw this and I wanted to stop. I love water. I love water surrounded by plants. Now, what I mean is this is a newer development, clearly. And this just begs to have some turtles sunbathing. We could get a big log in the middle here. I just see a lot of possibilities here. I'm sure you do have a resident alligator that lives in one of your ponds, right?
Yes, I do.
That's so funny, man, I'm sure. But look at this. How cool is this, guys? Just a really cool stream. And you had a hand in building all of this.
Oh, yes, my fingerprints are on every bit of it.
Wow. So I just like the different levels.
Oh, something you need to see if you walk around over
Let's see
here.
it.
You can see water lilies from the eye level.
Really?
I don't know if you ever had a chance to go canoeing or swimming with water lilies. But would you get your face right up to those softball-sized flowers?
Look at this.
It's really cool.
This is fun. I've done this in my rec pond before my turtles ate all the lilies. That's the one thing is, you know, the turtles are gonna nibble on those lilies, and I don't know how excited you'd be about that. But that's cool. Oh, look at this. Yeah, I love it. So you had this.
So you walk down here.
Yep. And you can be eye level with some of these tropical lilies.
Isn't that cool?
That is really, really cool. Look at this place. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna get up here. Oh my gosh, that's incredible, man. Every day they're gonna shoot new flowers up. Just beautiful. And you said this wasn't here 3 years ago?
Nothing was here 3 years ago. Only the oak trees.
Look at these beautiful oaks, guys. Big mature oaks. All right, let's keep going. This is so cool.
We did 20 tractor trailers of palm trees. 53-foot trucks.
That's got to be, that's a lot of money. There's no way about it. So you're talking about mature trees?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like
40 feet?
40 foot tall? You've definitely got some big machinery to put them in the ground.
I hire that out. So,
okay.
But I bought all the palm trees. I went to the tree farms. I tagged. you know,
Yep.
I never took it off and never took the tag off the palm tree, but I was with the people. We put the tag on the palm trees.
That's cool, and then you get the ones you want. But now we're gonna get into the meat of the gardens here. What are you calling it, Holt Gardens? What do you call this?
I don't even know.
My gosh, you gotta come up with a name. I know there's one place we're gonna stop first, and that is, and of course I need to tell people, you're doing a YouTube channel about your plants and about building these gardens and about your story. What's your YouTube channel name?
Holt Nurseries.
Holt Nurseries, guys. Go there on YouTube. Let them know you got there from Kamp Kenan. But look at this. You can see how he actually planted his Jurassic Park garden here. Look at this cycads, tree ferns actually, right?
Yes.
These are beautiful. My God, these are Australian, correct?
Australian tree fern.
Okay, so, and it's cooler in here too. It creates this kind of microclimate with these tall, we've got these tall oaks, then you've got these different palms, and then the undergrowth. So you've created, you're creating an ecosystem of plants.
Yeah, and I got 67 varieties of palm trees here.
On the whole grounds?
Yes, I believe I have in my collection maybe 300 varieties of palm trees.
Holy smokes.
But in this garden, I have 67 varieties. It may be, I know it is, it's one of the northernmost gardens with this variety of palm trees in the United States.
Oh, that's incredible. Yeah, because you're right on the cusp, being here in
9B, 10A, right on the cusp.
That's the agricultural zones where those plants can tolerate.
Last year, so I get, because of the oak trees, I do get like 5 degrees extra warmth.
That's incredible. Now, I got to tell you, you know, this, I don't know if I'm able to do this, but I want to create a situation at my home that's where you can walk through these paths and you have these beautiful plants and these trees, and it's going to take some time for me to be able to, I'm not going to be able to afford mature trees, but I would love, this is like my dream, because I kind of want to create a situation where we're walking around, I'm on 2.5 acres, I want to create the illusion of it being bigger through these meandering trails. Like, look, you got these beautiful little trails, okay? And it, you know, everything's broken up and there's these interesting plants, and I want to have animals living there too. Like if I have my jungle species of tortoise, they could live on the ground here, living in the undergrowth. Can you guys envision it? That's what I'm getting when I see this, Tom. It's just incredible, man. Holy smokes.
I do have one garden here that I built less than 30 days ago, and we built the whole entire garden in 48 hours.
I got to see that.
You got to see a little planting up by the road.
I love these large, you know, you've repurposed some of the trees that have fallen, the big oak. I would love to get my hands on big logs like that, because I want something big for my Royal River Terrapin to sunbathe on. But look at this pond. Holy smokes. You come out, and I was speaking to your wife earlier. She said that this was just a field.
This was a field.
And she went to Brazil to see family. She came back and there was like a big hole.
That's an exaggeration.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't know, but this certainly is beautiful. Look at the lilies. I love how you've got the palm trees, kind of, you plant them on an angle and then they curve up. You got a gazebo here with this beautiful bridge. And again, more beautiful waterfalls that aren't actually on, but you can see these are universal rock waterfalls. They're incredible. I'm sure, is this where the alligator just took up residence?
Yeah, so this pond's 350 feet long, about 100 feet wide. He's been here for 4 years.
Wow.
He may be out on the island. He usually...
Yeah. I mean, and guys, as long as you're not containing or feeding the animal, it's just a part of nature. The animal's not contained here. He's actually left.
He's left several times.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Now, I live along the highway.
Okay.
Here in Florida, there's wetlands all along the highway.
Gotcha.
And anytime you drive down the road, you look in the irrigation ditches and stuff like that, you can see alligators
all the time. Yeah, that's so cool. So this is a beautiful, beautiful pond that's planted out nicely. Guys, look at, I mean, you must have spent a mint on all these universal rock features.
I have an agreement with Stuart that when he has a truckload of extras, that's how he just fills up an 18-wheeler and sends them to me.
Oh my gosh.
They're all seconds.
Look at this stuff, guys.
So this right here, this is the calf to one of his biggest grotto.
Okay.
And it has a defect to it. I'm not sure what the defect is.
You'll find out when you turn it on.
He says something, the water doesn't flow uniformly across the front.
Gotcha. Interesting.
So I get a fraction of the dollar.
And all these are just like ponds?
They're little ponds. I want to turn these into turtle ponds.
That's so cool. Look at this, guys. I mean, they're probably heavy.
No, I don't think they're that bad.
Let's see if we can lift one. Oh, they're not. They're not. Let's show you guys what this looks like. Oh, that's so cool.
So you those turtles?
Yeah, they're going to go in one of these.
I'd love to put in one of these.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then you could do some really nice plantings. And
maybe I could put all three of them together and have them all flow into each other.
That'll work. I'm sure, just different levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool, man. This is the fun stuff. But again, guys, his nursery's back here, but this is the entrance to the gardens. You got this gazebo, but where are we going? Where's this?
Right up here, right up here.
Oh, the 48 hours. Okay, you made this in 48 hours.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. And this is right up by the road that you would come in. Look at this. I drove right past this. This is like a Zen. This is so Japanese inspired. Holy smokes. That is beautiful.
One of the things that, and again, I apologize. Yeah, I can stop apologizing.
Oh, what's the matter? It's all right, dude.
I got a little algae in there. And
oh, that's normal, man.
We got to turn the irrigation off here. So I just built this real fast.
Just threw it together in 48 hours.
So these are all 3-gallon pots.
Okay.
That I went down to South Florida, I purchased. And I don't know, a couple hundred pots. Now it's so every once in a while, I'm on the list when they dig swimming pools and they got extra soil.
Okay.
They bring it to me. So I got here 3 dump trucks of orange dirt that they were building someone a swimming pool. And then I put compost on everything. So
it really enriches the soil.
I don't fertilize anything, but I use this compost that I buy.
Okay.
And I spread 6 inches or 4 inches of compost on everything I plant.
And that really helps the plants because the soil's so nutrient. There's not a lot of nutrients in it.
And we just went ahead and we planted all this.
It's beautiful.
And again, using the universal rock, some of the surplus stuff he sold me.
Yeah. Now, you have been to my place, what have you thought about some of the things I need to do?
So if you did something like this on the edge of the woods in the back,
okay,
it would give the illusion of you're going into this big colorful jungle.
Awesome.
Because right now you have the woods and it's all 40 feet tall and it's all green.
Okay.
So if you had just something like this on the front.
Along the borders of the property.
Along the border, it would give the illusion that the whole jungle's like that.
That's pretty cool. And the other cool thing you mentioned was softening the edges of my cages. My cages are a lot of right angles.
Yes.
So if we plant certain alocasia or banana trees or plants, then that could potentially soften some of that as well and make it look even more natural. Because that's kind of what I'm into, friends, is I really want to make it just aesthetically beautiful.
So this is one of my favorite elephant ears here.
Okay.
The Lutea, because I like the nice yellow.
Yeah, that is a pretty stalk there. Stem, rather.
So from this to this,
wow,
is only 6 months.
6 months?
6 months.
That's beautiful.
No, you gotta have the right fertilizer. You gotta have the right
watering.
Okay. You gotta really pay attention.
All right. Well, you're gonna hold me accountable. To whatever plants I wind up getting. You're gonna have to be like, hey, you gotta do this, because I'm gonna be doing it with the animals. We've already been talking. You got a little Asian water monitor. He's got a little eye infection.
Oh no, he's better.
He's better.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic! Look at that.
Yeah.
All right, good deal.
I don't know what it was. He had something for 3 days.
It's probably, look. Sometimes you get something in your eye.
You know something I'm gonna pay very close attention to is I'm gonna change that water like every day, more frequently.
Gotcha.
Because I think he pooped in there and maybe
it's possibly got an eye infection
for a day or two. And
yep, that's always the thing. Cleanliness is going to be the biggest thing. Now you also made a really cool kind of, was it a grotto you cut into?
Oh, yes.
Where's that at? Let's go
over
see
here.
that. Look, I get to go back into the jungle here. It's amazing. Now, I learned about, as I mentioned, Tom's place through our mutual friend, Greg the Pond Guy, because he came here and said it was amazing. So I had to come And boy, he wasn't lying.
I want to show you that one. See that one palm there? Doesn't that palm look like Miami? Like it belongs in Miami?
It does, yeah.
That is the King Alexander palm. That is the most cold hardy palm.
Right here.
Yes.
Wow.
And people don't know about it.
Oh, that's incredible.
It can take down to like 26 degrees.
Really?
Yes.
So there are palms that are cold hardy. We often think about palm trees as being tropical only.
Palm trees can go all the way up to South Carolina.
Oh, wow. I have seen some cabbage palms up that way. So you got some beautiful hibiscus here. This is just, I mean, you just need tortoises and other things running around here, bud. That's all you need now. And they'll mow down the undergrowth, that's for sure. They'll do all the weeding for you. But again, guys, I just have to point out, these oak trees are hundreds of years old.
That's actually a camphor tree.
Oh, yeah.
But all the others are oak trees.
Wow, where did a camphor tree?
Yes.
This thing's got to be ancient. How old do you think that is?
Oh, I don't know.
It's been here.
It's been there. I'll tell you this. My house, the house I'm living in, or one of the houses, I was fortunate enough to have a couple different houses, but this farmhouse here is, it was built in 1935.
Wow.
And they actually built the house around the tree.
That's incredible. I saw that oak, this one right over here. But what kind of tree are these?
These are cedar trees.
These are cedars.
And they're falling apart.
Wow, that's interesting. I never saw a cedar in Florida. Huh.
Every time we get a storm, another branch comes down.
Oh, okay. Of course, you got different species of bamboo.
Oh, I got these. What do you think? I don't know.
I love this.
It was too beautiful to pass up.
I love it. That's incredible, man. Yeah, that's incredible. They're great accents. You can also use them in pond settings to dress up a pond. But look at, I'm just amazed, man. Just incredible. How much work you've done. There was nothing here.
Nothing here. There was nothing. There was that oak, that shed, and nothing else.
Yeah, but there's got to be millions of dollars in plants. I mean, it's just incredible.
Maybe the whole job was $1 million.
That's incredible.
So this is what I was thinking, maybe for the turtles or something?
Yeah, the different tiers. I can see it.
Tiers.
Yeah, they're flowing into the next thing. And of course, you're going to want to have some kind of barrier so they don't get loose, because they will wander away.
No, positively.
Yeah.
Here, I built, let me show you what I have. So, here's a place I may have bitten off more than I can chew.
All right, let's see it.
My dream, I want to go swimming with fish.
Okay, I know people that can make that happen.
I want to be able to swim in here.
Okay.
So, and I don't want to use chlorine.
Of course not, no.
So, I got these pool filters. I got 4 of them. So this is 90,000 gallons. Each of these is supposed to, I did a 13,000 gallon one.
I think you
that
need...
I chlorinate.
Okay, listen. I think this is a job for the pond professor to help you with this, man. This is something that, because my rec pond, they got that wetland filter, and that's really been the key. No chemicals, and it's just incredible.
Here we go.
All right.
Let me put this in.
All right, let's see.
Big scientific here.
Yeah, it's electricity, baby. Good old Ben Franklin. Let's go. Oh, I hear something happening. Look at this.
So I was thinking of maybe, now so before this was a greenhouse in the way, we had no freeze, but we could have had a freeze.
So you put the visqueen up.
I'm gonna take the plastic off, and this is
the wire mesh.
And I want to put some of my birds in here.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome. You got the double entry, security doors. Let's see this. No way. Can you guys imagine birds living in here? I can also imagine down here, you need some species of tortoise.
No, I'd love it.
All right. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. Look at this thing.
Now, I have a greenhouse, so I notice it. But look how lush the ferns, like it looks like something from the Pacific Northwest or something.
Right. This is incredible. You need caiman lizards, man. Caiman lizards would love it in here. This is incredible. Look at the cascading water. Oh my God, you got irrigation. You can make it rain in here. This is a rainforest. I love what you did here. That's amazing. You got this tree fern coming out of the universal rock. You got all of this. Just, I mean, you cut holes or there's little planting pockets.
I didn't even cut holes.
No?
No, look, you can put a plant right here.
Wow. Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah,
Look at this
and it
stuff.
roots in.
Oh my gosh.
Well, yeah.
Put it back, put it back.
Okay.
That's awesome. This is great. This is giving me so many ideas for
Now,
Slinky's cage. What am I doing?
I want to encourage you in this. I didn't spruce this up before you came here. I'm a little embarrassed, like you see some wilting, but this is like one man's dream. I basically, with 1 or 2 helpers, even though I got 30 employees, I only have 2 people that ever step foot in this garden.
Okay.
So this whole 6-acre property is maintained by about 60 hours a week.
Wow.
And that 60 hours a week is both maintenance and construction.
Wow. So it's a lot of work. This is amazing, guys. And what a way to end our video in this. It's almost like a fortress of solitude, you know. Forget the icy wastes in the North Pole that Superman hung out in. This is amazing. And you've inspired me to get off my butt a little bit more. And I've actually been doing a lot of work at my place. I can't wait because the next time you come down, you're gonna bring a few plants.
Yes.
And we're gonna have some fun on my channel. We're gonna learn a lot about what you can do with the plants to change the aesthetic of the animals' lives and your life. So I'm very excited. Tom, this is awesome.
What's the lizard with the red head that I have in Fort Pierce?
Oh, that's the Parsons Agama or something like that?
That's like an escaped exotic,
Right,
right?
exactly.
Is that on that prohibitive list? Or
No, they're just established.
can they be purchased?
I think you can still purchase them, but
I mean, that is such a cool thing. Could that live? I mean, something
I
like that.
I would do something different because those guys like a different kind of habitat.
Okay.
This is so tailored for, like, you know, you could do a beautiful sailfin dragon, a beautiful marquee animal. My friend Ty Park, we need to get you over there. Maybe you want to go to Turtle Fest on the 27th of April. I'll be there. You could go see a lot of different variety of lizards, and you could also see how beautiful some of the enclosures or some of the animals can make that. But I'm talking about, you know, heck, I mean, even the water monitor, as long as this is dialed in, this would be an amazing water monitor habitat also. But I love it, man. So we've learned a lot. We met a really interesting human being, Tom Holt. Check him out at Holt Nurseries. We're gonna be doing a lot together. I'm gonna learn as much as I can from him. And I love interesting and unique people. And you are definitely interesting and unique. From molecular biology to building his dream here in Apopka, Florida. Check them out on YouTube. Holt Nurseries on YouTube and online. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
My pleasure. Awesome spot.